Storm Team 12 weather alert.
And that weather alert for the extreme fire danger, which hopefully in the next few hours will begin to subside. The wind is not going to go down until very early tomorrow morning. And how about the record heat from earlier today? We know of 2 records so far. The official numbers are just starting to trickle in, but Russell hitting 95 beats the old record of 90 from 2004, and Salina hitting 94 beats the old record of 92 from 1926. So the wind strong out there now, but notice by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to be coming out of the north with wind gusts of around 20 to 25. So it's not going to be as windy tomorrow, but it's also a wind that's changing direction, which is going to usher in some of that cooler weather. And as we move through the afternoon, we'll continue to see some wind gusts up around 20, maybe 25 miles an hour. Big drop in temperature on the way, 90s today. How about 50s and 60s on the way for Friday afternoon? And once the Easter weekend sets in, looks like we're going to continue to have highs in the 50s and 60s. Now, if you were with us last night, this map looks a lot different than it did 24 hours ago. What's the change? Well, we've seen a drastic shift in the track of this Easter weekend storm back toward the west. If this plays out the way we think it will, now central Kansas could be in the running for a half to 1 inch of rain. Still looks like west of Hays and west of Dodge City will be on the lower end of the rainfall, maybe up to a 1/4 inch. But south central Kansas into the Flint Hills, we could easily be looking at 1 to 3 inches. The bullseye still looks like it's going to be Missouri, eastern Oklahoma. But because we've seen this westerly shift, it looks like the outcome could be much better than what we were thinking 24 hours ago. It's been incredibly frustrating, all this back and forth. A lot of rain a couple weeks ago went south and east of us, but this Easter weekend storm still has a lot of potential. Here's what the timing will be. First things first, we have the cold front. That comes through by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Initially, there's little to no rain with it, but we will see more clouds coming up for Kansas tomorrow. Notice the snow. That's right. The blue colors on Future Track represent the frozen precipitation. That's in Colorado. Now, 9:30 tomorrow night, the severe weather chance is going to be along and southeast of the Turnpike, a hail and wind threat there. But after midnight, we begin to see some rain flaring up over south central Kansas. That will mostly hug the Turnpike. Western Kansas, central Kansas, you're not going to get very much rain through Saturday morning. And if you're trying to make some Easter weekend plans, Saturday is a safer bet to be outdoors. We're still going to have a lot of clouds, a few showers around Wichita, but overall, there's not a lot of rain coming up Saturday. Watch how Future Track changes going into the early morning hours on Sunday. Rain coming up from Oklahoma. That spreads into south central Kansas by 7:30 in the morning. So Easter sunrise service that was maybe originally planned to be outside, probably back indoors now. That rain's going to continue to be with us right into Sunday afternoon. And again, when all is said and done, it's looking like we will get more rain here in Kansas. Things look very damp for Sunday morning, but does start to dry off once we get to mid-afternoon on Easter. We're in sunshine right now from Hays. How about that relative humidity at 8%? 93 is our temperature, and overnight the cold front is coming, so we drop to 40s and 50s for most of the state. Watch for the wind shift back to the north, and it's a much cooler day tomorrow in western Kansas. From 40s in Goodland and Colby to low 60s for Dodge, 60 degrees in Garden City. Salina tomorrow will be in the 60s, as will Great Bend, but still 70s for Eureka. We will see an abundance of clouds, a north breeze. Wichita trades in 90 today for 71 tomorrow, 68 Hutch, 72 degrees in El Dorado, and we will have a steady north wind, but it'll be half of what we've seen today. So some rain Saturday morning, rain again Sunday morning. That looks pretty likely there. A one-day break, and then storms on an isolated basis Tuesday night, followed by Thursday night, Friday with some rain. And we think our final weekend in April could have some active weather coming through too.